Buenos dias, bumblebees. Now, you might be wondering why I've got stuffies beside me today. Well, that's because I'm going to be reading us a story. And since I'm really just here all by myself, I like to read to my stuffy so I can pretend I'm reading to a buddy. So I've got the lips card because it's my turn to read, and I'm going to give them the ears card because it's their turn to listen. So here you go, friends. You take the ears card and I'll take the lips card so I can read my story. So my story today is called Round is a Tortilla, a book of shapes. The author's name is Roseanne Greenfield Tong. The author is the person who writes the story. And the illustrator is John Para. And John Para is the person who drew the pictures because he is the illustrator. Now, before I start a story, I always like to look at the front of the book. The front of the book is called the cover, and the cover helps to give me clues about what the story might be about. So I see that it's called Round is a Tortilla. That's the title. And the title gives me a clue. The title has the word round in it, and round is a shape, like a circle. And a tortilla is a circle. So maybe this book is about shapes. And I see that in the picture, there are two kids and they're holding circles, and those are the tortillas. So yeah, I think this book might be about shapes. Let's open up our story and find out. Round are sombreros, round is the moon, round are the trumpets that blare out a tune. Round are campanas that chime and ring, round are the nests where the swallows sing. Round are tortillas and tacos too. Round is a pot of abuela's stew. I can name more round things, can you? Squares are the letters, we know them well. Square is a board game to help us spell. Square are ventanas that give a view. Square is my clock and my photos too. Square is the park and the Zocalo. Square is a fountain from long ago. How many square things do you know? Rectangles are carts with bells that chime and cold paletas in summertime. Stone matates inside our casa help us grind our corn to masa. Rectangles are flags that fly above the scoreboard way up high. How many rectangles do you spy? Triangles are crunchy chips for guacamole and other dips. Triangles sail on the breeze. They line the shore and glide on seas. Sandias chilled in tubs of ice. Quesadillas by the slice. Triangles can beat the heat. What other triangles can you eat? Oval is my favorite locket, a special pebble in my pocket. I find ovals at the store, huevos, olives, beans galore. Can you name a couple more? Stars for parties, stars for lights, lining streets with colors bright. There are so many shapes wherever you go. How many more shapes do you know? The end. Now it's time for us to practice the new words that we learned today. These words were all in Spanish. Now the first word we learned today was tortilla. Let's clap that. Tortilla. And a tortilla looks like this. And it's a type of bread that you can put different toppings on. Now that is a tortilla. What shape does a tortilla look like to you? I think it looks like a circle, around and close. The next thing we learned about was a sombrero. Let's clap that. Sombrero. And a sombrero looks like this. It's a hat. Now, when I look at my picture, I say around and close. So that is also a circle. The next word we learned was campanas. Let's clap that. Campanas. And a campana looks like this. Now, this is a bell. A bell makes a ringing sound. When I go around and close on the bell, I can tell that this shape is a circle too. The next word we learned was abuela stew. Now, an abuela, let's clap that word. Abuela is a grandmother. And this is a pot of our grandmother's stew, abuela stew. When I look at the top, I go around and close, and that's a circle too. The next word we learned was ventanas. Let's clap that. Ventanas. And ventanas are windows. So there's a picture of a girl sitting at a window. And when I look, it's got 4 equal sides. So that's called a square. Now this picture is really cool. This is called a zocalo. Say it with me. Zocalo. And a zocalo is a town square. All over Mexico, they have in the towns squares where people come and there's music and people are selling different things that people can buy and people are enjoying the fountain. Now, the Zocalo has 4 equal sides, so that's a square too. Another word we learned, and I really like this one, is paleta. Let's clap that. Paleta. And a paleta looks like this. A paleta is a popsicle. It's a type of popsicle. So this one, when I look at the shape, I see it's got 2 long sides and 2 short sides. So that is a rectangle. The next thing we learned about was a quesadilla. Let's clap that. Quesadilla. And a quesadilla looks like this. And it's a type of food. It's usually made with 2 tortillas, just like those round circles we saw. And you put some toppings inside, like some cheese. You put the other one on top and you grill it. And then when you cut it up, it looks like little triangles. You can tell it's a triangle because it's got 3 sides. And the last word we learned was sandias. Let's clap that. Sandias. And the sandias look like this. And that is watermelon. And watermelon has 3 sides, so it's shaped like a triangle. Now you've got a very big job to do, friends. I want you to go around your house and I want you to find as many circles, squares, and triangles as you can. Make a little pile on your table and take a picture and put it on Seesaw for me to see. Thanks for sharing, everybody. Bye for now.